how to make shapes pom-pom with loom. What you need for the heart is an untrimmed pom-pom. For the square, you'll need a already trimmed or pom-pom, scissors, and a bowl. Let's get started. Okay, so I will start first with the heart because it's kind of the hardest one. But all you have to do is basically take your untrimmed pom-pom, cut your loops. So again, just like the other video, depending on how big you like your pom-pom, just follow the revolutions with that based on the yarn that you're using. Okay, so you're gonna cut your loops. Okay, one thing to remember, so if you're gonna hang your heart, you know, on a garland or on a necklace, like right here, what you wanna do then is you wanna make sure that your cord is moving in this direction. And just imagine I'm gonna hang whatever I want from here. Okay, so just remember that the cord is right here. You're gonna first start trimming just the bottom triangle part. So it's that kind of, see how I'm curving it like this? So just start. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this. So it's going like this, which is basically the side of the pom-pom right here. Okay, so just work at one side at a time, again, just like the or pom-pom. In the top, we're just gonna make it into a round shape. Okay, I'm gonna just turn it over like this because I'm right-handed. It's just easier to trim on the right side. So now you can see it actually kind of looks like a radish almost. See this shape? Like this, and it's round on top. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit more. Okay, again, working one side at a time. This is key for the orb or the heart or anything you wanna make into a specific shape. Always works to work one side at a time. Okay. So now I hope you can see this on the video. And then now you have this side. So what I like to do is I'm just gonna take very little off. I'm just gonna kind of flatten it. I'm not gonna cut it off as much as the other side because you don't need to cut too much off. You're just gonna flatten it. Fluff it up. I have some loops still here I'm seeing. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it over the opposite side, and again, just gonna flatten it. Okay. Okay. So just imagine it's kind of like just like the or pom-pom. This point, so again, looks like a radish or kind of a water drop really as well. That's something that you could actually equate the shape to. So you have kind of a teardrop shape like this, or a water drop with a round top. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just gonna clean things up slightly. I made a pretty big heart here. I used a lot of yarn, so it'd be easy for you to see. Okay. So now all you have to do, once this is totally cleaned up to how you like it, you're just gonna take your scissors and you're gonna trim off just the middle like this. Do you see? Okay. You know, I would take off just a tiny bit at first. Don't be too aggressive because when you're shaping it into a heart, you can end up taking too much off. So it's always good to just start off a little bit. Okay, so see how that's now a heart? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up these edges up here. So you're gonna take very little off. It's like easing the edge, which means you're gonna curve the edges. All you just do is take a little bit off. Again, going a little by little. Doesn't hurt at this point. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to clean this up even more once I get my shape. Okay. So now this is the front of my heart. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it around to make sure in the back it's also the same. I'm going to clean this up, taking slightly more off right there. Okay. Now I'm going to clean up this piece. Okay, you'll impress everybody when you make this heart pom-pom. It's really sweet. You can make it in any color you want. You can make it in pink, purple, yellow, whatever you're making the heart for. Okay. Now, can you see that as a heart? That's really sweet. Okay, so the square is actually a little easier. The squares, you're going to take an orb, and all you have to do is actually start flattening each side of the orb. So it just flatten side one, turn it over. So I just go turn the pom-pom clockwise, okay? Actually, counterclockwise, okay? Okay. So in this case, your square will have 6 sides. So once you get all the sides on one like this, you're going to turn it over and then get the other 2 sides that's left. Okay. So the pom-pom square, what I recommend, I don't like to have hard edges for the square pom-pom because I actually think that the hard edges makes it look less like a square. And when it has a soft edge, which means it's a little bit curved, it actually looks more like a square. See that square taking shape? Okay, so see how quickly a square takes shape? Okay, so here are the squares. And here is your pom-pom heart with Loome.